Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1970 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. On the mound for the Pilots today is Camilo Pascual, whose record is 1-2 with a 4.65 ERA. And pitching for the Red Sox is Juan Pizarro, whose record is 6-5 with a 4.71 ERA. Okay, we won another ball game yesterday. We had a huge lead. We gave up 7 runs. I think it was in the 7th inning. And we went into extra innings as they tied it up with those 7 runs. And we ended up scoring in the top of the 10th. And that was all it took to win the ball game, I guess. It's like when these games happen, and I'm speaking for leaving John Morrison, who is now in the minor leagues. We sent him right down on a one-way trip on the train. We didn't even buy him like a plane ticket. We just put him right on the train to AAA. When the game, this is my opinion based on my experience, but once the game decides that it's going to score all these runs, it's going to do it regardless of the pitcher. If I had taken John Morris out and not left him in there to give up those 7 runs, the entire 7 runs, if I brought somebody else in, they still would have given up the 7 runs in total. So it didn't really make a difference. We are playing a Red Sox team that has a high-scoring offense, and we're in Fenway Park, which is a park that gives up a lot of runs. So it was going to happen one way or another, and I'm grateful that we ended up coming out on top. Now, everyone's been giving, many of you have been giving great suggestions for trades, and I want to take just a quick second here before we get the game going. If you want to skip ahead like 3 minutes to get to the game, feel free. But what I've done is prior to today's game, I've gone through and I've updated the potential trading block statuses for, our players who are in the majors anyway. Jesus ALOU, free agent signing this year in the middle of the season. We might trade him. I don't think anyone would want him, but he is no longer on the block. We've moved him to might trade because he is doing a good job for us, as you can see. Not a great job. He'll be starting in left field today, and he will be leading off for us. So he's got a new role with us, but he's on a might trade. Gary Sutherland, he would not be tradable no matter what because of his overall rating. But I think we're going to try to keep him. I think we will probably re-sign him to a small, short-term deal because he does crush lefties, and we're facing a lefty today. He's batting .311 overall, and if you look at his splits, he's batting .373 versus left-handers. So, yes, we'll keep him, even at that terrible overall rating. Then we have Deron Johnson. Now, he's absolutely crushing it. He's got 8 home runs in his last 20 games, but he's on the block. We have him for 1 more year, and we're not worried about trading him. We'll keep him, but we've got him for 1 more year. He's 31 years old. If somebody wants this schlub, he's not a schlub right now, but he's going to be a schlub soon. I would trade him away. Then we've got Bill Robinson. Now, Bill Robinson is on the verge of just being cut. We will attempt to trade him because he is a free agent at the end of the year, but he has absolutely died. He's batting .205 in his last 20 games. He does have a 3-game hitting streak going on. He's got 1 extra base hit, and that is after leading the American League in RBI early on in the season, and now he's stuck at 43. I believe he's in the top 10, but he's not someone who's going to be around much longer. Rich Rollins, we got him through 1972. He's on a block. Somebody wants him, I'd get rid of him. He's 32 years old. But he does what, we know what to expect from him. Terrible defense and okay hitting. And he can hit and run, so I like that about him. Then we've got Tommie AGEE. He's doing terrible right now. He's batting .210 in his last 20 games. And yet he had 2 doubles yesterday, and You know, his OPS is over 700, which is about what we can expect from him. He's got a little bit of speed, but I'd trade him in a minute. And he is under contract through 1972. Manny Sanguillen, I won't trade him. Now, although he's maybe not the best hitter, and he's maybe not the best defensive player, he does get the job done in both regards. So, you know what? It's hard to find a good catcher. We've got one, pardon me, so we're going to keep him. Mark Belanger, he's going to stay on the block. Now, he is hitting well. He'll have one of the games like he did yesterday where he had 4 hits. He jumps his batting average up to 300. But I don't trust him at all, to be honest. He's great defensively. His overall rating is a 74. And, that is obviously 6 points higher than Gary Sutherland, who plays second base. But, despite having an occasional great game, I have no problem getting rid of him. And he's 26 years old. He's got maybe 1 or 2 years left in his prime, and then I don't think he'll offer much. Joe Pepitone is on the block. He's crushing it right now. He's batting .295 overall, but we play him only versus righties or when Tommie AGEE needs a break in center field. Aurelio Rodriguez is technically on the block, but I think he might be someone that we can keep at third base. Overall, he's at a 72, but he could peak at an 80. And with his defensive ratings and some of that power he's starting to show, he could be a long-term asset for us. But for right now, I would consider trading him if somebody offered us something good. Mike Hegan is just about out the door completely. He had one decent year for us last year. He had all that home run power. Now he hasn't had a home run in well over 20. He hasn't had an extra base hit. He's batting .163, and he is arbitration eligible at the end of the year. So he's absolutely tradable. And he's got an overall rating of an 82, so somebody's going to want this guy. So he will be gone for sure. Van Kelly's in a huge slump, but he's better defensively than Sutherland, and their lefty-righty platoon is working out okay. And Duffy Dyer is our backup catcher. I moved him to might trade instead of on the block. I do like his defensive skills. I don't really care if he hits, but we'll keep him around. And then we get to the minor league guys, which we don't have to worry about. Everybody in the minor leagues is on the block, with the exception of the people that we drafted last year, like Greg Pryor, Parker, Sundberg, Mitchell Page, and of course the players that were drafted this year are not on the block because they cannot be traded until a full year on your team once they've been drafted. If you look at the pitchers, again, real quick, Ricky Clark, we might trade. I still have hope that he's going to figure it out. With that kind of rating, he's got to be better, right? And maybe, because of our terrible dimensions at Brainiac Field, Brainiac Stadium, maybe he's being punished for that right now, but we're going to move the fences back next year. Jerry Stevenson's on the block. Bruce Brubaker. I moved him to Mike trade. You know what? He's pretty good, and he's under arbitration through 1972. So what's the hurry? Camilo Pascual, we have him for one more year. He's definitely on the block. He gets a start today. Dick Bainey, I moved him to Mike trade. Look, his peak is 85. This guy could be valuable to us in some way, and he's pitched pretty well in both of the seasons we've used him, and he's in the rotation now. Miggy Fuentes, I moved him to Mike trade. He seems to be great. He has a lot to offer, and he's under arbitration through 73. Denny Riddleberger, and of course we know that he was actually dead in real life right about now, I think it was, but that's neither here nor there. Denny Riddleberger, he's on the block. I don't trust him. Fred Gladding, he's pitched great since we picked him up off the free agent wire, even with a terrible rating, but I'll get rid of him. Ramon Hernandez, we brought him up. We just traded for him from Pittsburgh, and he's got a terrible rating, and he's probably not very good, but we've used up John Morris. John Morris had the 13 1/3 innings without giving up a run, and he's just given up like 15 runs in just a couple of appearances. So we'll call up Ramon Hernandez to give him a shot. He's on the block. Skip Lockwood, we might trade him. He's definitely would have a lot of suitors based on his overall and peak rating. He's having a bad year for us because he had such a great year last year. The game is evening it out with that 2.65 ERA. There's not much we can do to prevent that. But we've got him for one more year, and why trade him? He could be a closer for us next year once the game figures out what it wants to do. Ron Locke, I mean, what a valuable guy, surprisingly. We have him for one more year. He's on the block, though. And Gene Brabender, I think we might move him back into the rotation at the end of the month, giving him a little break from that. He does seem to struggle when he gets so many innings front-loaded, but he's been really good out of the bullpen. But we would absolutely trade him, but nobody's going to want him with his rating and being a free agent this year because he's going to want some money. The most we could do is hope, though, like, is to diminish his value so that we can actually sign him to another 1 year deal or something. Keep him around and then blow up his arm. That's the most we could hope for. Okay, we're going to get today's game started. Thanks for being patient. I just kind of wanted to walk you through that and let you see what we've done with the trading. There will be a lot of trades coming up. We're in no hurry. We're not going to win this division. The most we can hope for is to get to 500 and set up our team for next year when we might have a chance to bring up Dick Ruthven and Dennis Leonard, who's in AA right now. Give them maybe one of them a opportunity to be in the rotation. Okay, here's Camilo Pascual. 146 plate appearances against him with the Red Sox, and he's dominated them. They're batting .233 against him. Everybody's good in the pen, except for Brabender, who pitched a couple of innings of relief. Then our lineup today versus the lefty. You'll see it here. It's all right-handers. Tommie AGEE, we've dropped down in the lineup. We need him in center field, but he can't hit, so we've dropped him down to the 6th spot. We're trotting out Bill Robinson just to hope that maybe the game levels him out, and then all of a sudden he starts hitting again. If not, we just have to cut him because no one's going to want to go after him. Okay, let's go ahead and do our official lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in left field is Jesus ALOU. Batting second, playing second base is Gary Sutherland. Batting third at first base is Deron Johnson. Batting cleanup in right field is Bill Robinson. Batting fifth at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting sixth in center field is Tommie AGEE. Batting seventh and catching is Manny SANGUILLEN. Batting eighth at shortstop is Mark Belanger, and batting ninth and pitching is Camilo Pascual. Here is Juan Pizarro. He is the number 2 pitcher in the rotation for the Red Sox. He was the opening day starter against us last year as we began this sim. He is 6-5, making his 18th start. He's got a .471 ERA, 93 strikeouts in 120 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are batting .257 against him. 1 complete game. A great fastball, topping out at 95 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 43.4%. He's got 5 pitches in his arsenal, the fastball being his best, rated in 89, and a slow curve, rated in 81. Overall rated in 84. The 33-year-old left-hander is a free agent at the end of the 1973 season. He was already out of baseball in real life at age 33. By age 33, I should say. But he's hanging around and still getting starts. And now he is coming off a loss to Baltimore. He went 7 innings, giving up 4 runs on 7 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. Previous to that, he had a couple no decisions. Okay, let's see what the defense looks like today for the Red Sox. They've mixed it up a little bit. They got Chris COLETTA in left field, well below league average. Center field is Don Locke. We know he's bad. Third base is Celerino Sanchez at third. As FANZONE moves to first, he's rated a 64. And back behind the plate is the batting leader, Hal King. He had the day off yesterday. What is his arm? A 73, so we can run wild on this guy. If we can keep him off the base path, that's the important thing. Okay, This should be fun. I mean, this is the great thing about Fenway Park. And the feeling. Here's Jesus ALOU leading off with a something. He did something to the something. It's a fly out to left field, as there was a little bit of a delay. Oh, shoot! I forgot to mention about the giveaway. Let's do that real quick. I'm sorry. We've wasted a lot of time up front. But we are giving away this 2014 Panini Golden Age Jim Bouton autograph card. Now, we've got 13 contestants right now. James K. Just got in on this yesterday. If you want to get in on the giveaway, you must be a subscriber, and then just let me know in the comments that you want to get in on it, and we will add you to the list of 13 people. Right now, we have Jimmy DeBaker, Jefferson Y, Thomas D, Julio L, Jason Vermont Sports Guy, Al Bunch, Ethan P, Andy S, Lance B, John M, Galaxy, 917 C, and as I mentioned, James K. So just let me know in the comments. We'll get you in there. Okay, one down. Here's Gary Sutherland. That's what he does versus the lefties. A gapper for a double. Gary Sutherland gets his 9th double of the year. He led the team in doubles in 1969 with 20. And we have a runner in scoring position for Darren Johnson. He's hot. There's a line drive off the wall. No, it's going to be caught at the Green Monster by COLETTA. 2 down, and here is Bill Robinson. A useless bat. Oh, wild pitch will get Sutherland to third. That's lame. Robinson is 2 for 8 against Pizarro with a home run. 2-2 count. Oh, he gets plunked. Come on. You know, I feel like Robinson's been hit a lot this year. Am I wrong? Yeah, that's 5 times. That's more than in his entire career up to this point. I guess this is the way the game is, just finding ways to get him on base while they crush his soul with his batting average. It's 1st and 3rd for Rich Rollins. Rollins does hit lefties well. And he's a contact hitter, full count. And he strikes out on the knuckleball. And we strand the 2 runners. That doesn't feel good, does it? That feels ominous. We go to the bottom of the 1st. Let's take a look at the Red Sox lineup. Batting leadoff in left field is Chris COLETTA. Batting second at third base is Celerino Sanchez. Batting third in right field is Reggie Smith. Batting cleanup and catching is Hal King. Batting fifth at first base is Carmen FANZONE. Batting sixth in center field is Don Locke. Batting seventh at second base is Dalton Jones. Batting eighth at shortstop is Luis Alvarado. And batting ninth is the pitcher Juan Pizarro. Okay, Camilo Pascual making his ninth start for us. He's 1-1 with a 5.01 ERA. More walks than strikeouts. He's thrown 41.1 innings pitched for us, 58 innings overall. Opposed to batting 276 since he joined his team. Fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 46.6%. The only pitch he's got left that's any good is the curveball, overall rated at 75. The 36-year-old right-hander is a free agent next year, so we got him for one more year. Look at his log. You know, he pitched really, really well. I mean, he hasn't got a win to show for it, but his last two starts have been decent. Oh, well, he only went 4 innings versus the Tigers. We had to yank him out of there. But against the White Sox, he did not give up an earned run. He did give up 1 run overall. 2 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. That really makes me feel like he's going to get pounded, but he does have a good history against the Red Sox. Here's our defense. Pretty solid. Of course, Sutherland not so good at second base. He's got a negative WAR there, in fact. And right field with Robinson. He's got a good arm, but that's about all he has to offer. And we've got Sanguillen behind the plate. A little bit of a struggle lately against base runners. His caught stealing percentage is down to 47%. Okay. Here we go with Chris COLETTA leading off against Camilo Pascual. A high fly ball into center field, right to the warning track. Tracked down by AGEE for out number 1. Celerino Sanchez. It looks like the Red Sox are trying to rest some players against us. Long series. Sanchez is going to dump it into right center field. Little duck snort. Will we get a double out of it? No. He holds at first. For a backup third baseman, he's batting .357 now. Here's the switch hitter. Reggie Smith with 1 down, runner on first. 2-2 count. And a 2-run home run over the Green Monster. That is his 5th home run of the year. The American League batting leader, Hal King, lines out to short. And Carmen FANZONE hit his 18th home run yesterday. Line drive into left. There's a base hit. Oh, it's going to be a double for FANZONE. 13th double of the season. Maybe an MVP candidate. I mean, his team's out of contention already, but... So Pascual's thrown 20 pitches, given up a couple of runs. We got a runner in scoring position for Locke. There's a ground ball to first. That should do it. It does. So the Red Sox are on the board, thanks to the 2-run home run from Reggie Smith. I feel like we're going to score some runs. I'm not overly concerned. As Tommie AGEE leads off, and he's going to be going. 75% chance. Successful. That is his 18th stolen base against 11 caught stealing. Manny SANGUILLEN, let's see if we can hit it to the right side. Full count. Come on, man. So we're definitely not scoring here. Three strikeouts for Pizarro. Yeah, we're actually going to lose this game big, I have a feeling now that that's happened. When you get the leadoff guy on second and then everybody strikes out, that's pretty much all you need to know about today's game. There's another bloop hit. I mean, we're in real trouble today. The question is, when do we take out Pascual? We'll bring the infield in here. I mean, we'd like to get a couple of innings out of Pascual. Of course, a successful bunt, which will bring in the run. Ground ball to third. No? Maybe? Error? No. Okay. Top of the third. Sutherland's got our only hit. Deron Johnson into the corner. The pesky pole area. That's a double for Johnson. 9th double of the year. Look at, I mean, I have no idea how this game works, man. He's got 9 doubles and 17 home runs, just like he did last year, with only 62 hits. Last year it took him 112 hits to get there. Doesn't matter. Oh, I knew if we just played Bill Robinson long enough, he'd run into one. Good timing as he ties it up on his 14th home run of the year. That is his first home run in 12 games. Okay. Well, that feels good. I'm all warm inside. Rollins grounds out. We tied it at 2. We really cannot mess around with if we want to win this game. If Pascual gets into trouble here, another hit. I mean, there's nothing we can do. Another hit. Okay, so I can't take him out till it's complete. All right, that's it for him. How many innings can Lockwood go? He could go 2 max. Run, Locke. He does get everybody out, in theory. So it's the best hitter in baseball up. But Pascual's done. Let's just take our beating here. Okay. That's good. Let's get a double play and get out of this. It's going to be a tough out for Locke. It's fan zone. Oh, ground ball to second. Sutherland, not a double play guy. Yeah. We're going to intentionally walk Don Locke to get to Dalton Jones. Will there be a wild pitch or something here? An error? Something's going to happen. Dalton Jones is batting 151. I bet you he'll walk him. Yep. Had to happen. There was no other way for us because we did the right thing, but the game will not allow you to do the right thing. So now another walk and the pitcher hit the batter. I mean, there's nothing we could do. Like, I did the right thing, and the game still found a way to walk everybody and hit a batter to score the runs. That's why this game is one of the worst games ever created. Certainly not a true baseball sim. Yeah. Then that wasn't an intentional walk, but the game made the walk happen to get to the pitcher so that you could make a decision on how you wanted to handle it. I mean, at this point, we have to let him bat. We need to get some innings. So this game is over. We just have to get through it. Oh, no way. Really? Not a blooper to lead off the inning? This game sucks. Sucks so hard. Top of the fifth. Yeah, when this game was absolutely over when we did not score after that leadoff double. Robinson with a 3-run home run, a double dong day, all unearned runs. Oh no, only one is unearned. We're tied at 5. The ridiculousness just keeps unfolding before our eyes. Let's see if we can't steal with Rollins. Sneak it by him. Nope. Taking a chance there. Ron Locke walks 5. Of course he did. Skip Lockwood, his turn to walk 5. Now, Skip Lockwood's ERA is so high, it's kind of like the game owes him to be good here for a while. Oh, nope, there's another walk. Pitcher's going to bat. Not that it matters. 1-2 to a lefty. And a base hit, and that'll give him the lead. They'll score a couple. And there's another walk. Great job, game. Like, brilliant gaming right here. Great job, game. All right, well, we'll take out Lockwood. He gave up his 5 runs or whatever. I guess we get Aurelio in there. Awesome. Good job. Let's see who's the next victim here. Oh, let's get Ramon Hernandez in there. He's a lefty. It doesn't matter. How many? He'll either be like lights out or he'll get like absolutely pummeled. Okay. Here's the pitcher. He just struck out the side in his first appearance of the year. A guy that has a 71 rating. Pitching against right-handed. Oh, God, this game sucks. I mean, it is such a joke that it even exists. Sutherland does keep doing his thing, though. Oh, nope, definitely not 3-home run day. All right, well, if it's not broke, that's a base hit. Double? Let's see how many runs he can give up. Oh, there's a wild pitch. Awesome. Good job, game. Tag, go to third. Reggie. Line drive, double him off. Oh, nope. Hal King. And there we go. That'll get in the 10th run. Error? Yep, I knew that was coming. So these are all unearned runs. Good job, game. Awesome. We couldn't let the guy score from second. They made him stop at third, and then he scored on the unearned run so that the runs don't hurt the team ERA. I mean, like, it's so damn stupid. Like, just let the run score. It would. That's real baseball, having a runner score with 2 outs. These are all useless runs. They'll get on. Nope. I thought we'd get on to get Hernandez out of there. We'll take Hernandez out. We only have to pitch one more inning. Lefty. I guess it'll be Denny Riddleberger. He can't get anybody out. It's the bottom of the lineup, though. I think he'd have some kind of success. There's a pinch hitter, Tony Canigliaro. 11 home runs off the bench. Here's Don Newhouser, close off the ball game. Not even a safe situation. Riddleberger. Coming out. Here's Joey Pep. Joey Pep's got 5 home runs and... No, what does he have? 5 in 7 games? Something like that? Not happening. There's our 10th hit. Let's look at the in-game stats. We'll take out Sutherland. And we'll pinch hit. Oh, God, they're both horrible. We'll pinch hit Van Kelly. I mean, he is really overdue. I think he's 0 for his last 16. I don't think he is. I know he is. Wow. That's bad. Defensive indifference. Another thing that I would pull out of this game. Balks and defensive indifference should just be removed, but he's not that smart. There's another junk run. We'll take the RBI, though. Oh, Bill Robinson does get a chance here to go for his 3rd home run. I mean, there's nothing to lose. You should be swinging for the fence. Oh, it was up high. All right, we lose 10-7. This game was over in the first inning. We are putting up some runs, but we are giving up a shit ton of runs as well. It's simulating. We'll see if there's any trade offers. Can't imagine anybody wanting our guys, but you never know. We'll find a way to dump some of these clowns sooner or later. This might be the best time to try. If this were real baseball, I would have my GM on the phone calling every team for Robinson. Okay, no trade offers. It was just taking its sweet-ass time. Well, there's the National League if you need it. Here's the American League. We are still a percentage point ahead of Chicago. We've played 2 games more than they have, somehow. All right. Headline news, Brainiac baseball beat. Willie Mays, that's right, got injured. Oakland beats Chicago, 4.5 lead. Despite Robinson's 2 home runs, Pilots lose. Robinson will be the player of the game. Trades. Oh, there is a trade, though. Okay, we've got a trade. Larry Boa going to Oaktown for a pitcher and a shortstop. Okay, let's take a look at it. Larry Boa. Not even a rookie. He was a rookie in 1970. You'll see in 71 he had the Topps Gold Cup card. So, yeah, that's interesting. He's going to Oakland. Oakland needs a new shortstop. And, he's got no power. He's great defensively. Look at that guy. Can play anywhere in the infield and left field and right field. The only places he can't play is behind the plate. And really, you wouldn't want him in center field, but he could do in a pinch. Look at those numbers. Holy smokes. Yeah. I mean, he's batting .285. He's got stolen bases. Well, this guy should be an MVP. I got to do more research. We should have had that guy on our team. He is being traded for Tommie he is in single A ball. And also in the deal is Bob Babcock, who's, wow, peak is a 95. He's 20 years old. He's probably a year or 2 away from being able to help. But he didn't have much of a real major league career, but potentially here, he could be incredibly helpful. All right. I always like it when trades are happening. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching. Sorry that sucked. Player of the game is Bill Robinson. 2 home runs, 5 RBI. Anybody else worthy? No. Camilo Pascual. I mean, there was nothing we could do. I mean, the game was over before Pascual even threw a pitch. Probably could have given a kudos to Ramon Hernandez. We tried to make him give up a ton of runs. He gave up 1. It was unearned, thanks to the error by Rich Rollins. But then he struck out the side, and then he did not strike out the side at all in the next one. Juan Pizarro gets the win. He's 7-5. Skip Lockwood gets brutalized on the mound. He's now 3-3, 6 ERA. He is definitely trade bait. Okay, that's it. We're going to come back tomorrow, play another game. Until then, everyone have a great day.